Hey guys, I got a pile of mail, so it's mailbag time. Let's start with this one. This one is very heavy. I think, I'm not sure what that says, but let's see. It's kind of like a rectangle shape. Interesting. Let's see what's in here. So what this is a collet adapter. I suppose if you're into machining and stuff, you would know exactly what this is. This basically is the unit that holds your bits for machining or like end mills and stuff. I've bought this one for fairly cheap. It was about 12 bucks Canadian. I don't know if the holes are all centered. I know that the cheap ones aren't really, but there's missing the insert that goes inside, which actually clamps onto the bits. This is also a Jacob taper. I thought I was getting this for my drill press, but it turns out this thing is tiny. So my plan is to eventually build a CNC machine, a very simple one, or at least a milling machine, maybe not a CNC one right off the bat. And usually I buy cheap parts and then build the machine to it. So this will probably be turned into a milling machine. A very crude one, probably only be able to do up to aluminum. But yeah, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, stick around. Next one up, we have this one. It's pretty big, and I think I know what it is. It also says transparent movable compartments DIY fishy. So I think these are storage boxes, like tackle boxes, that I bought for storage. And indeed they are, so let's check these out. So I actually bought 3 of these, and they were about, I think they were about $1.80 a piece. Let's check them out. So, alright, they're pretty good. Every pair of squares here is 1/2 inch if you're in America. So 1, 2, 3, about 4 inches by 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 3 by 7 inches and about maybe just under 1 inch tall. It's got a clasp. It's got a bunch of compartments, and yeah, these dividers come out. They look like they all come out. Oh, not these. So these two don't come out, but it looks like the rest does. These stay put and these come out. So yeah, my plan is to store very small things, and I want to build a little, maybe a shelf unit where I can stack all of these together and I can just slide them out this way or this way as I need them. So yeah, $1.83. I ordered a few different kinds, I believe, so we'll see when they come in, but these seem to have come in good shape, which is good, and they're $2. My local dollar store, the prices went up a lot, so these are way cheaper than what I can get at the dollar store. So yeah, I think they're going to work really well. These things are usually, I think I'm going to store things that have like series, like let's say Zener diodes, where you get a few diodes of each, but a lot of values, capacitors, stuff like that. I actually have something very similar to store these pots. I have something similar for nylon screws. There's a few examples here. I bought one. This one is from the dollar store. This one here was, I think it was $3, and it's roughly the same. It's a little bit bigger, but not by much, and I have to deal with this stuff on top, which is really hard to remove. I used all sorts of goop removing stuff, and it just won't come off. So yeah, $1.83. Bought 3 of them. I think it's perfect for my needs. Next one up is this tiny one. This thing is just absolutely tiny, but it says diodes on it, so I'm assuming they're surface mount LEDs. We shall see. Yep. That's exactly what I got. So let me zoom you in so we can see these up close. So these are 0805 SMD white LEDs. Should be 100 of them in here, and they cost me about 50 cents for all 100. And these things are absolutely tiny. 0805 is tiny. I mean, well, what else do you want? These things, I don't know if I could put into perspective by maybe measuring them, but I don't know how well we'll be able to measure them with these calipers, which don't turn on anymore because I guess the battery is dead. See if we could just reseat the battery. No, battery's dead. Okay. I'm not sure how to quantify this, but let's see. One of these squares is 1/2 inch. So just look at this thing. This is tiny. I think I only bought these because I wanted to kind of fill up a order. Like there was a discount at a certain price point, and I needed another 50 cents or 25 cents or whatever. So I got these, but holy cow, they're small. I'm gonna do some experiments where I'll try to power these up with yeah, I guess some sort of tiny circuit board design, or maybe I'll be able to hide these somewhere, or maybe make a ring light for the camera. I don't know, but these things are so small. That's ridiculous. Let me see if I can set up so I can light one of these up to see if they work. Okay, so that little guy there, that's the LED. Here's my, like the period on my multimeter is larger, I think, than this thing. These are the little test leads that are clipped because I don't think I'll be able to shove two probes. Let's see if I can get on there. Oh, it's lit. 2.615 volts forward voltage. That thing, can you see it being lit? Oh yeah, you can. That's awesome. Let's see if I can put it in the shadow. You guys won't be able to see anything. I can barely see it. And there we go. Whoops. Where'd it go? Oh, I think I flipped it upside down. This thing is insanely small. 0805 LEDs. What have I done? Oh, might be upside down now. There we go. That thing is tiny. That's ridiculous. These are going to be fun to play with, but yeah, fun in the masochism type way. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one up is this white one. It's fairly thick, and it says expansion board module, not module, of course. So let's see, I don't really know what this is. Oh, aha, now I know what it is. Let's take a closer look. So these, if I'm not mistaken, are ZIF sockets. These actually took quite a long time to come in. I've ordered them a long time ago. Yeah, there we go. They are ZIF sockets. There's 5 of them here. I think I only paid about $1 a piece, which is pretty good. If you don't know what a ZIF socket is, a ZIF socket stands for zero insertion force, and the point is, if you look at these holes here, you'll see that they're all open when this lever is up, and then when you push down, you see it kind of clamps them together. So what you do is you put your chip in here, and there'll be zero insertion force. So basically it'll take no force to put it in, and then you can clamp it on the legs. Now, unfortunately, when I bought these, I thought they were a standard dip spacing, like sort of the spacing of a breadboard, but I think these are far wider. So these, maybe I won't be able to use them for the same purpose that I thought I would use them for. not that big of a waste, but let me go get a chip and I'll show you what I mean. So this here is a standard CD4017, and as you can see, it doesn't fit. So these are for the wider chips, like the fancier chips with a wider footprint. But that's alright. I think I'm going to have fun with these either way. I was thinking of making a simple LED tester or something like that, so the spacing will be okay. I think it'll be fine. Just won't be for programming chips, which may be in the future. Maybe for fancier chips, but for the moment, I don't really have a use for these. Just notice that you can stack these if you offset the pins enough. Interesting. Next up is this one, and this one says wheels. So I don't know if you've watched my 3D printer videos yet, but I felt like the wheels, the rollers, were the weak point of that 3D printer. And so I ordered some replacements. I think that's what these are. And yes, indeed, that's what these are. I'm not sure if they're the correct size, but they should be. So this is very simple. It's supposed to be a Delrin type wheel with bearings. Ooh. This bearing is stiff as heck. Okay, it's freeing up a little bit. It's not too bad. Yeah, I think there's 8 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 actually. And so if the Delrin does wear out, because it's actually ridiculous how fast the pieces move on a 3D printer, I'll have spare parts. I won't have to wait. I'm usually like that. I like to have things in advance. I don't like being stranded without whatever device I have. So that was pretty good. These were a little pricey. I think it was $12 or $15 for the whole set of 10. But what can you do, right? You need spare parts. And last but not least, I believe this is the last one. It says basis material. Very light. Pretty sure I know what this is. There we go. They're pipettes. Let's take a look. So these are supposed to be 100 pieces of 0.2 milliliter graduated pipettes. And I'm not sure, there's no graduations on them. But the reason I got them is to do, to put glue, like crazy glue, into corners of things or whatever. So I figured crazy glue needs to be something disposable. These were $1.30 for 100 of these things. They're a little bit small. Maybe next time I order some they'll be a bit bigger, but yep, that was the thought. I have 100 of them now, so I can do kind of whatever I want with them. I kind of want bigger ones too. Maybe like longer with a bigger bulb. But yeah, these things are dirt cheap. If you want to get them locally, they're quite a bit more expensive. So this $1.30 for 100 of them. It's about 99 cents US, I guess. So yeah, pretty good. Nothing really special to see here though. And these items make up today's mailbag. Thanks for watching.